There's a lot of talk about these days of what's called cessationism in the Bible. In other words, that certain gifts or miracles, in fact, do not currently happen today, at least not in a miraculous fashion as they did, say it in facts. And there are a lot of Bible teachers and preachers that I respect completely who do believe this. And I understand why they believe this. Partially, it is because there are many false teachers and people fleecing the sick and the needy, saying if they give money to them that, God will bless them, they'll get their miracle, knocking them on the head, and really just working people up and lying. Yes, actually lying, and there's way too much of it. But I just want to testify that there are miracles and that the gifts have not ceased, because I've experienced it, and I will not deny what God has done for me. I know that I'm not lying, and I'll just tell you my experience. When I was 27 years old, I was diagnosed with a 5x5 ovarian mass. It had the look of black beans in it. Everyone was certain that it was most likely cancerous. I was told what oncologist I would go to. At Christmas time, Shands, University of Florida, within 2 weeks had me in surgery, and believe me, they do not get busy for anything. And in fact, the ultrasound tech that had done my original ultrasound asked my doctor, because it was a very small town on the FYI, is she going to die? It was that bad. Here's the lineup. I was scheduled for surgery on Monday. In this surgery, they were going to split me open as with a cesarean cut, take my organs out over my body, inclusive of both ovaries, look around to make sure whether or not there was metastasis to my intestines, and then put everything back in if possible, and send me back up. So on Thursday night prior to the surgery, I did not have a peace about it. I knew somehow I would not die, but I really felt as if I'm going to have to go through chemotherapy, and I felt I could not endure this. I was married at the time. It was a new marriage, and I just felt like it was too much. Everyone was extremely worried, very, very worried. So I didn't say anything to any of my family. I didn't want to burden them any further. So that night, I just laid in bed, no one knowing, and I just thought, I'm going to pray this through. I'm not going under the knife unless I have peace about it. And so I prayed. It must have been at least over 2 hours. I'm not sure precisely, except I remember a peace washing over me. And I just knew, okay, whatever happens now, I can take it. Whatever happens, it's going to be okay, because God's got this. And so the next day, Friday, I woke up, I went to my job, and I cannot fully describe the sensations in my body, except to say it was like a burning and a tingling throughout my body. I don't know how to put it in words. It was very different. I've never felt the same before or since. All day, or most of the day, I would say. And then over the weekend was Christmas. We did regular Christmas, everything. And then on Monday, got up and we actually did the surgery. So they cut me open. Because my doctor was new, this was her first surgery, the two heads of the department, these men were the best of the best of the best. They were no longer taking new patients, but they stood in with this surgery. So we had 3 doctors, 2 of which were renowned in their profession. And at the end of the surgery, my doctor, Dr. Cha, went to my then husband, and his name is Roger, and she said, because Roger was a nurse, and she said, Roger, you saw it, didn't you? And he said, yeah, I saw it. And she's like, you saw it, right? And he said, yes. And he said, what's wrong? what's going on. And she said, it was gone. And Roger said, what are you talking about? She said, it was gone. We went in and it was gone. My mother was there, and she said, well, do you think it was just a simple cyst? And Dr. Cha said, no, we would not have gone in for this. And truthfully, there were multiple CAT scans, MRIs. It was very conclusive. And in fact, it was so large, you could feel the mass through my jeans. And then my mother-in-law said, well, praise the Lord. Of course, I was still unconscious at that time and was told once I came around this marvelous news that I had been healed. And so then, of course, I went back for follow-ups. I healed very quickly. And they wanted to do further scans to make sure there was nothing in my parietal cavity and so forth. And there was nothing there. I knew there would be nothing there. I knew I had been healed of this cancer. And I knew that God had allowed the surgery, not even so much for me, but Dr. Cha was not a Christian. And the Lord wanted to confront her with His glory and His power in something that was undeniable, because she had her hands inside my body and could look all around and know emphatically that there was a cancerous mass there, and emphatically it was miraculously, mysteriously, unexplainably, by anything else other than God's power, removed. And all three doctors agreed and were forced, I would say yes, to put on my medical record in the end, and it says it to this day, we cannot explain it. And I in fact, I'm going to pull that medical record and I'm going to make another video and put it out here so you guys can all see God does do miracles. He does. Why does He sometimes heal miraculously and other times not? I don't know all the answers to that. I trust Him. But I know that He has not ceased in His power. I know that He has not ceased in miracles. And I know that my Redeemer lives and that He's here for us. And whether we are here in the body or present with the Lord, He is here and He is still working, and His powers and His love have not ceased. I hope you all have a marvelously blessed day. God bless you.